What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Pro Football Show. I'm your host, Juice, and today we will be talking about the NFC South. This division last year was not good. The Bucs ended up in the playoffs because they won this division, but man, they were not a good team. This whole division was lackluster last year, so I'm pretty excited to see it this year because I think it is much improved compared to last year. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it then. So coming in fourth, I think I have the Buccaneers. They lost the GOAT. It's not easy to replace the greatest quarterback of all time. And they did it with Baker Mayfield, and Baker Mayfield's on his fourth team in 2 years. So the guy's got a lot of heart and passion for the game, but he's no Tom Brady. The Bucs last year were an below average team with Tom Brady, and I don't think Baker Mayfield's going to be the guy that lifts him up back to that Super Bowl and high contender team. So they got some work to do. I still like their weapons. They still got Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. So. I think they're gonna be pretty low this year in the standings. I think so. They're definitely gonna be in the Caleb Williams sweepstakes. I think come draft time next year. So we'll see though. But I believe that's probably where they're gonna be, roughly down in that area. I did like the draft pick of Chancey on the defensive tackle there to go with Vita. So their defensive line's good. All their defenses should still be pretty solid. They got those two as I just mentioned, and they also still have David and White. But White did ask for a trade, so we'll see where that goes. Sometimes these guys ask for a trade and they don't go anywhere. But I think that he may end up on a different team by the time the season rolls around. They could probably get some pretty good compensation for him. I think they are in a rebuild, even though they won't say it. They got a lot of areas to improve in, but I think if they can get the quarterback back in there next year, this team will be right back at the top. I just don't think Baker Mayfield's enough. We all saw that it was just a mini camp video, but still, they couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. So I don't have my hopes set too high on Baker Mayfield this season. But maybe he's back to that Oklahoma I still got it phase, but I just don't see it happening. But it's possible. All right, and then coming in third is probably, honestly, might be one of the most improved teams in this division. Is the Atlanta Falcons. I think that them adding John Robinson in the backfield is big. I love Bijan, man. I wish, he's going to carry a lot of this offense this year. The only concern I have with this offense is Ritter, man. I don't think he's the answer either. At quarterback, we saw him play a little bit last year. We didn't see much of him, but he definitely did not look great. But, he did have a whole offseason as in the system and stuff to learn it. And maybe he improved this year. We'll see. But I think he'll be all right just because he has Bijan in the backfield taking a lot of that pressure off of him. But I think, I like Bijan. I think he's gonna be a heck of a running back this year. So draft him in your fantasy teams because he's gonna be doing a lot of the workload, I believe, for this Falcons offense. And then they, I think this team will be all right though. And then they added Jonnu Smith and to pair with Pitts. I would like to say this is gonna be Pitts' breakout year, but like I said, with Ritter back there, I'm not sure it's gonna be. They got Drake London still as well, and out on the outside, that guy's I think is gonna be a good receiver in this league. So, I think this offense will be all right. It's just I can see Taylor Heineke coming in and taking that starting job. If that happens, they might be a little bit. I think they'll be better off, to be honest. But we'll see. I like Heineke. Honestly, he's a winner. So we'll see though. And then on the defensive side, they added Jesse Bates. I think that is a massive add for them. One of the better safeties in the league, I think. And then Calais Campbell, great veteran leadership on that defensive line. His defense was struggled, and then they traded for Jeff Okudah. Be excited for him to get a fresh start as well. Maybe he'll come in and be that prospect that he was supposed to be with a fresh start, And then they also signed Bud Dupree. So they got veteran presence all over this defense. They brought in a lot of help on this defense. This defense is definitely going to be a heck of a lot better than it was last year. I think that, with all those additions, this defense is probably one of the more improved defenses that's going to be this year. Pretty excited to watch them play as well. But yeah, this team is going to be the Bijan show, I believe, for a while here, and I'm pretty excited to watch it. So, like I said, if you got an opportunity, I would probably take him in your fantasy leagues. I think he's going to have a heck of a year. A lot of yards, a lot of touchdowns. So, because he's going to be catching out of the backfield, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So, yeah, I like the Falcons. I think they're on the upward trend here. So, but I'm not sure they have enough to win this division quite yet. And then coming in second, I have the Carolina Panthers. They drafted Bryce Young, and I think he is a guy for them. I think he's going to be a quarterback in this league for a long, long time. Yeah, and I think the Panthers, I think they have a chance at winning this division, I believe. They're definitely right up there. So I wouldn't be surprised if they win this division, to be honest. They definitely got better on offense. Last year they struggled. They had the QB carousel going last year, so they got some stability there with Bryce Young. So I think he's going to be a guy for them. And then they also surrounded him with veteran presence. When I got Adam Thielen at wide receiver and DJ Clark and Hayden Hurst at tight end. They also added Miles Sanders at running back. So I think those are all huge adds for a young QB. They can help him mature in this league and get better, even though he's one of probably the most mature quarterbacks out of the draft, But I'm just saying, mature in his decision making and stuff. I think they're gonna help this kid a lot. Miles Sanders in the backfield for him is huge too, because that guy can just hand the ball to him, and he's gonna get you some yards. So I like what they did on offense. Added that veteran presence around a young quarterback who needs that, and I'm excited to watch Bryce Young. I don't think his size matters as much as everyone said it was. He's balled out at every stage of his career, so I don't expect anything less when he gets to the NFL here. So I'm excited about that. And then on their they already have a very good defense. They got J.C. Horn. He's one of the top corners in the league. So man, yeah, I think they added Von Bell as well. I think he's a good veteran help on that defense too. And they added a bunch of defensive tackle help. So I think this defense is already great. So they kept them in so many games last year. They were able to win games because of this defense. So the loss of DJ Moore is kind of a big deal, I think. But they also added in some veteran wide receiver help. So I think that helps them out a lot. And then this coaching staff, I love this coaching staff. Frank Wright brought in so many guys on this coaching staff that I think it's going to be huge for them. This is probably one of the better coaching staffs in all of football. So I'll be excited to see what the Panthers do this year. Like I said, they can compete for this division title, and I'm excited to see them back on top here. And then coming in first, I have the Saints. I love the addition of Derek Carr. That guy gets more hate than he's probably deserved, but I think he helps improve this team. Last year they had terrible quarterback play, and they still won 7 games. So, and they added. I think Derek Carr will definitely improve this offense immensely. He's got an arm, so I'll be excited to watch him play again. I think I'm excited with him to have a fresh start. Doesn't have to deal with all that drama out there in Las Vegas. So, and then they added Jamal Williams to pair with Kamara in the backfield. So that's awesome. That's a great duo in the backfield, I think. And then they still have Chris Olave and Michael Thomas at the wide receiver position, and we already know what Chris Olave is going to be. He's definitely a guy already. He had not the greatest QB play last year, and he still put up big numbers. So I'm excited to see him year 2. And then with Michael Thomas coming back, I think we see him return to his form. Him be that dominant receiver we've seen in past. I'm excited for that. And then so the Saints offense, I think, is greatly improved with Derek Carr. So we'll see, but I think it is. And then that defense, we all know that Saints defense is always good, led by Cam Jordan, Davis, Matthews, Lattimore. I mean, the list goes on that defense. It's stacked, and I think they're going to help this team a lot. So with some of those Derek Carr turnovers, you can afford with this defense because they can hold it down. So, yeah, like I said, I think Derek Carr is the reason I put these guys back up top. Their defense was already good last year, and it's just as good this year. So I'll be excited to see the Saints play again, with the new quarterback and Michael Thomas and Chris Olave out there dominating. And then, I think this Saints team wins this division. I could see two teams in this division going to the playoffs, so wouldn't be surprised if we see a much improved Saints team this year. And that's going to wrap up my predictions for all the division winner guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you guys comment down below who you think is going to win this division, who you're excited to see play in this division, what player, and all that. So make sure you like and subscribe because next week we're going to be going through our 1 through 32 NFL ranked teams, and then so you don't want to miss that. I think we're going to have some fun with it, and I think we're going to be pretty accurate on where we guess these teams are going to be pre-training camp because we all know what happens. Injuries happen, man, so a lot of this stuff could change, unfortunately. So make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.